You're so welcome to have a little chat here, and we'll give you all the love. We also have a Discord as well if you prefer it in there, !Discord. We have a mental health support section where we can just talk about what we're going through, but feel free to share. Which the basic concepts I've seen it, a consent command can come in pairs. So any hug command states a request of consent. It can be answered with accept. That's so cool! That's totally doable. I'm sure that's doable. Right, I will speak to my tech nerdy friends and we'll get that sorted. That is, yes. I love this. I love this, Coral. Thank you. I really hope that helps as well. But yeah, and consent command. Oh, I love it. Hey, Kate, how you doing? Welcome in. I'm really touchy, but have a lot of PTSD tied to hugs, and that's fine. Yeah, offer a hug if they'd like that. Yeah, I will absolutely, yeah, pop it in the mod chat. Thank you, Isla. I will have a look. Start thinking about certain things and it just gets bad. Okay. Again, like, if you feel comfortable talking about it, you are so welcome. Otherwise, we can distract. That's another thing. Sometimes I don't even know what's wrong, but maybe my greasy hair was affecting me more than I knew. Yeah, exactly. Like, sometimes we can't figure out what it is. So that's why it's important to do those basic things. It's like when I was talking to someone about, like, what they were doing, you know, like, if because they got, like, a new baby. And it was working out those first 3 steps of being like, you know, your baby's crying. So you're like, check if they're hungry, check if they need their nappy changing, or check if they need a good burping. And as grown-ups, we're not too different. Like, check if you're hungry, have something to eat, check if you are, you know, clean and feeling comfortable. Yeah, a burp always helps. Since becoming estranged from Mum, I've not had hugs in months. Never really knew how much I needed them. Oh, Astra, buddy. If you are ever ready to have hugs, we shall sort something out, okay? What about the touch? That seems to be the way. Hugs seems to be the way to share that with others that I'm less close to. We have good hugs. Always make sure that I have a good extended hug with Plink when we hang out. Only certain people can touch me, not even family can hug me. And you know what? That is absolutely fine. Having boundaries for what makes you feel comfortable is absolutely fine. You do not owe anybody a hug. You do not owe anybody your personal space. If you feel more comfortable with a handshake or a wave or a high five. And this is why I offer it, like, when I go say hey to my friends' kids. And some of my friends will be like, oh, you know, like, give Cosy a hug. And I'll be like, no, like, if you want a hug, we can have a hug. If not, we'll have a high five, we'll have a handshake, we'll have a fist bump, we'll have a wave, a hi, how are you, whatever works. Nice thing about the hug command, it's more of a virtual way to represent that someone cares. Yes, it still does cause people who are pretty good at sort of visualizing that might feel a bit of discomfort in a hug command, just because it still makes them feel like someone is sort of hugging them and getting in that personal space. So I fully understand that is not going to be the fave for a lot of people. And we have, in fact, had more than one person in here say, oh, no, thanks, I'm not a hugger. And it's made them feel uncomfortable. So, you know, my goal here is to make sure, as it is with every streamer, is to make sure that, or it should be with every streamer, is to make sure that everyone feels comfortable here. So if we've got a way that we can circumvent that a little bit and make it so that it is hugs if accepted, because consent is important, then absolutely we're going to do that. Hi, Maggie love, how are you doing? It should be in Geek Out. Thank you, Mango. I can't wait to see it. Look at the love for the lovely Maggie. Or a fart. Yeah, exactly. A burp or a fart. It would work. You've become, you have Beckonase again. Sinuses feel so much better. I'm so glad. And Antan always starts with, do you like hugs? So it was the cutest thing ever when Antan, I think maybe about a month ago now, Antan came by on the way to visit his mum. And he came by to JR's house where we were all hanging out watching the wrestling. And Antan and Plink met for the first time in real life. And Antan was like, do you like hugs? And Plink was like, I absolutely do like hugs. And then they had a really big hug and it was so lovely. It was the loveliest thing. Antan does give good hugs, right? If there's anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, if you'd like, send me one of the other mods a message and I'll take it. Oh, absolutely, yeah. We want to make sure that the space is comfortable for everyone. If there's ways that we can work with that to make sure that you feel good and comfortable and safe and listened to, we're going to do them. No question. We can offer you, we can offer me. Ask my nibblings permission for hugs or things like brushing hair and getting them dressed and stuff. People think it's weird, but I wish more kids were taught that they're in control of these things. Yes! They should absolutely be in control of, like, saying yes or no if they want someone near them or to be in physical contact with them. Absolutely. I'm so glad that you do that with them, because it's to instill it in them and let them know that if they say no, that's okay too. One of your favourite compliments is, I hope you have all weekends off. That was my mum's answer for everything. Go eat and have a good toilet visit. And quite often you will feel better after that. Your example, I've never been into the free hugs thing at cons. Yeah, that's fine. But it's a sign. It's a free hug sign if you want one. So it is fully dependent on the huggee and whether they want to be hugged or not to approach the hugger with the hugger sign. Yeah, that needs a little bit more shape. Found more permanent additions to my Goblin collection that have over several outings since starting. So my catalogue includes old, a piece of a lighter, a brake pad from a bicycle, a pink hair tie, various pieces of a burnt out car, and new, a bone, most likely from a peacock. Wow, how did you identify it? A door from an RC car, an RC-sized NOS tank, a mysterious